I'm the wife, the HR manager, the one who asked for the open marriage. Not because I didn't love him, but because I craved something I couldn't name. We'd been married 8 years, no kids, sex was fine. But routine eats desire like rust eats steel. So I asked, let's open the marriage. His face fell like a mirror dropped. No. Just that, no. He said he loved me, that I was enough. But I wasn't asking to replace him. I was asking to escape, the cage I couldn't admit I built. He said, you want to cheat, just say it, but don't sell it as evolution. I said, I'm not your property. You don't own me. I said that out loud to the man who gave me his 20s and most of his 30s, and then I did it. I met someone from work, another HR lead. It started with drinks, then a hotel, then I stopped hiding it. He found out. Not through texts but through silence. I came home late, not sorry, not careful. He didn't scream, he served me, divorce papers, clean, cold, but that wasn't the ruin that came later. He sent my messages, my pics, to our company's ethics board. He never said a word. I was asked to resign, quietly. No explanation in the email, just, effective immediately. People stopped replying to my Slack messages. My name was a whisper in the break room. He didn't break me with revenge. He let my truth walk ahead of me and watched it burn everything I stood on. She was my wife, HR executive, composed, strategic, beautiful in the kind of way that didn't need permission. I gave her everything, not in the fairy tale sense. I mean the real kind of everything. Stayed up when she had migraines, cooked dinner when she had to work late, watched her father die of cancer, and held her while she cried into my neck. That kind of everything. But one night she came to me with a glass of wine in her hand, eyes dancing with something I couldn't read. She said, what if we open the marriage, just like that, like asking what to do this weekend? I laughed, thought it was a joke. She wasn't smiling. I asked why. She said, I just think, we've become predictable. Predictable. A word used to describe filing cabinets, not marriages. I told her no, not because I'm insecure, but because I don't believe in breaking something to test if it works. She shrugged, took a sip, said, you don't own me. And right there, something in her changed. Or maybe I just finally saw it. From that night forward, I noticed everything. The way her phone never left her hand. How she laughed louder at texts than she ever did at my jokes. The scent of a cologne that wasn't mine. The guiltless calm she wore like perfume. She didn't confess, she didn't need to. Her detachment did the talking. She came home late, tired but not stressed, distant but not angry. I asked once, is there someone else? She looked at me, not shocked. Just bored, said, why do you always assume the worst? Because I felt the worst. I smelled it on her. The truth has a temperature, and our house had gone cold. Then it happened, found the messages, photos. A dinner reservation on a weekend I was out of town for my brother's wedding, the one she said she couldn't make. The man's name was Marcus, also in HR, same company, same level. She didn't even go outside the building to blow up our marriage. When I confronted her, she didn't cry, didn't apologize. She looked at me with that same executive calm and said, you can't expect me to be yours forever. That's not how people grow anymore. I asked, so we're just letting go of loyalty now? She said, I needed something you couldn't give me. And there it was, not heartbreak, not even rage, just clarity. She didn't want honesty. She wanted freedom from responsibility. She wanted to be desired without being held accountable. And I was the anchor she needed to let go of to feel light. So, I let her. But not before I showed her what truth looks like. I didn't scream, didn't hit, didn't beg. I served her, papers, precise, clean, final, and I documented everything, every message, every night she claimed girls' drinks, every work trip that wasn't. You don't cheat on a man who's quiet men collect. I gave the evidence to HR compliance, not because I wanted revenge, because I wanted truth to be louder than her silence. She was escorted out. Her badge deactivated before lunch. Her inbox forwarded to legal. She called me once. Just once. Said, "You really ruined me." No, she did that. I just let the truth breathe. I gave her loyalty. She gave me betrayal. And called it growth. But growth doesn't sneak out of beds it shouldn't be in. It doesn't lie in meetings and fake orgasms with men who know your salary tier. She didn't want an open marriage. She wanted an exit. Without guilt. And now she's free, but she's not clean. You can walk out of a marriage, but you can't wash off betrayal.